Hello students, we have already studied about motion, the types of motion. In last class we studied the speed, distance and time. We saw the formula which is written in front of you, speed is equal to distance upon time. And we studied uniform motion and non-uniform motion. In today's class we will try to solve some problems related to speed, distance and time. Let us take our first problem. The first question is, Geeta and Vishal were running a race. Geeta covered 100 meters in 40 seconds and Vishal covered 220 meters in 100 seconds. So find the speed with which Geeta and Vishal ran in the race. Who was the faster? So what things has been given to us? We have been given that how much distance Geeta has travelled and in what time. That is the time taken by Geeta. Then how much distance has been covered by Vishal and how much time he took. And what we have to find? We have to find the speed of Geeta and speed of Vishal. We also have to compare who was faster. So when we will find the speed of Geeta and Vishal, we can compare. So let us start. We know that the formula of speed is equal to distance upon time and we have to take out speed. So we will put these distance and time in the formula. Let us find out the speed of Geeta first. To find out the speed of Geeta, we have to put the distance covered by Geeta and then we have to divide it by the time taken by Geeta. Why is it so? Because the formula is equal to speed is equal to distance upon time. So we are putting distance of Geeta and the time taken by Geeta. What is the distance which has been covered by Geeta? It is 100 meters. And the time taken by her is 40 seconds. So we will divide 100 by 40. 0 will get cancelled. It will become 10 upon 4. And when you will divide it 10 upon 4, you can do this sum yourself by dividing 10 upon 4 and you will get 2.5. So 2.5 is the, we'll put the units also, meters per second. Why meters per second? Because this is meters and the time is in seconds, so meters per second. This is the speed of Geeta. In the same way, we will find out speed of Vishal. We'll put the distance travelled by Vishal and the time taken by Vishal, which is 220 upon 100. Why? Because it is given 220 meters and 100 seconds he has taken. Then again 0 will get cancelled. It will become 22 upon 10 and the answer would be 2.2 meters per second. Now you can compare. 2.5 meters per second is the speed of Geeta and 2.2 meters per second is the speed of Vishal. Which one is faster? Yes, you are right. Geeta's speed is more. So Geeta is faster. Please solve this question once again by yourself. Okay. Let us take another question. Problem number 2. Now a car is traveling with a speed of 135 kilometers per hour. Find the speed in meters per second and the distance covered by car in 3 hours. Convert the distance in kilometers. Now here what data have been given? We know the speed of the car. It is 135 kilometers per hour. And we know the time taken by it. It is 3 hours. 3 hours means we have to convert hours into seconds. So this is 60 into 60 into 3. Why? 3 is the number of hours and in 1 per hour there are 60 minutes and in 1 minute there are 60 seconds. So 60 into 60 and again multiplied by 3. It will become 10800 seconds. Again you can solve it in your own copies and you can see that this is coming 10800 seconds. What we have to find? We have to find the speed in meter per second. So the speed is given in kilometers per hour. We have to convert this into meter per second. Then we have to find the distance covered by the car in 3 hours. And also we have to convert the distance. Whatever distance is we will find out here, then we have to convert that distance in kilometers. So let us start. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. We know that. And 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So 60 into 60 it will become 3600 seconds. Therefore 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 1000 meters upon 3600 seconds. 1000 upon 3600. When we will solve it, when we will divide it, it will become 5 upon 18. So if we have to convert this speed kilometers per hour into meters per second, we have to multiply this number by 5 upon 8. Why 5 upon 8? Because 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 5 upon 8 meters per second. So these many kilometers per hour is equal to these many into 5 upon 8. When we will solve this, I request you to solve it in your copies. Then you will come to know that it would be 37.5 meters per second. So we have solved our first question. We have to we have to find the speed in meters per second. We have found the speed is 37.5 meters per second. Now we know that the speed is equal to distance upon time. Therefore, distance is equal to speed into time. This will go here, so it will get multiplied with speed. Time will get multiplied with speed. Distance is equal to speed into time. So this is the speed, 37.5. We have taken it out, 37.5, and we will multiply it with the time, 10800. Why 10800? Because this much is the time in seconds. 3 hours means these many seconds. So we are multiplying it with 3 hours is equal to 10800 seconds. So distance is equal to speed upon time. We multiplied this number, then it became 405000 meters. So our second answer, the distance covered by a car in 3 hours is 405000 meters. Now we have to third question is we have to convert this distance into kilometers. So we know that 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. Therefore, these many meters is equal to these many divided by 1000 meters. So it became 405 kilometers. So our third question is the distance covered by the car in 3 hours expressed in kilometers is 405 kilometers. So the problems has been done. You can practice it again. Now let us see the graph. Okay, data about the motion of any moving object or the distance covered and the time taken can be presented in many ways. One way is the graph. So you can see the time is given here 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, and how many kilometers has been covered in 2 hours is 2 kilometers, in 4 hours is 4 kilometers, in 6 hours is. So this has been plotted in this graph. This is called speed distance time graph. Now in this there can be uniform motion or there can be non-uniform motion. So if a person is running with a uniform speed, that means 10 kilometers in 10 hours, then 20 kilometers in 20 hours, in the same way 10 kilometers covering 10 hours covering 10 kilometers. Then after 10 hours a person is stationary for 2 hours. The person covered a distance of 14 kilometers in 16 hours. So if a uniform speed is there, it would be shown with a straight line, but a non-uniform motion will be expressed as this such line, because it is not a straight line, because non-uniform motion is getting covered in fixed interval of time. So this is it.